And we're back. Oh, not sitting in my usual chair, because if I sit in my usual chair, I'm going to spin around and knock the camera off of its off the tripod. You may notice it's a little bit different angle than last time, still trying to figure out how to do this. Let's see, I've got the Karate Kid version here by Cockrum, but there's some areas that I'm just not sure about. So I'm going to look at another issue where Mike Grell drew it. Aha! Big giant collar. Oh, I guess I didn't do it that big after all. Okay. But we'll get the belt right. Let me check where I'm at on the camera. Make sure I don't go out of frame. No, we're good. By the way, it's another warm day here in the Sun Coast, and today I've actually got the air conditioner on. Try to hold out as long as I can and start it up. May jump in the pool a little bit later, but that's neither here nor there. Not sure about that foot. Sometimes it looks good in roughs, doesn't work out well when you start to actually finish the figure. And I think that foot was just a little bit too bent. I'll come back to that, because I may have to actually play with that one for a little bit. So let's see. Karate Kid's good for right now. Let's switch over to Timberwolf. Now, I like the way Cockrum drew Timberwolf a little bit more. It was just a little bit rougher looking. He didn't have, his hair didn't look quite so shellacked. And I think there was a little bit difference on the emblem on his chest. So since Travis requested the Cockrum versions of the characters, I'm going to make sure I do the Cockrum version of the character. Let's just get that emblem right. I always thought this looked like something that was the Boy Scouts or something. This wolf head. When Grell did it later, he simplified the wolf shape. It was pretty much more like a triangle. Really just kind of brought this up, cut this off, and put some ears on it. Either one I think looks good. But we are going to strive to get this looking like the original. Funny side note about Timberwolf. Now everybody pretty much knows I'm a Legion fan, but well, his first appearance in this costume was in Superboy 197. Actually, stop and look in this issue. So, I remember picking that up at on the stands, and I might have gotten that in a back issue in a Hollywood bookstore. Anyways, I remember reading the story in the very beginning of it. Superboy's surprised to see Timberwolf's alive, and they recount some mission where Timberwolf died. Just messed me up. I could not figure out where that back issue was. What issue was that in? It didn't have an editor's note. It didn't have anything to tell me what was going on. And I'd scour through old Superboy books, and then finally I realized it was just a story. It was never done. It was just something for this particular story to move the plot along. Like, huh. Can't believe they did that to me. They did that with another story. The Mordrew story back in the Adventure Comics days, when they introduce him, Monel tells a story of how they actually caught Mordrew the first time. It took every Legionnaire and so on and so forth, and again, I think Jim Shooter wrote that. There was actually no issue where that story happened. I'm surprised nobody ever did one of those, Untold Tales of the Legion kind of thing. And explained what, going into detail about the adventure that happened on either one of these. Though the Timberwolf one was pretty simple. Only not much more to tell. Yeah. I don't remember if Grell did the little pointed ears or not. Doesn't look like he did, but Cockrum gave him a bit pointed ears. It's funny because when they introduced Timberwolf, he was actually called Lone Wolf. And because he was by himself, not necessarily because he had any characteristics of a wolf. But when they reintroduced him into the Legion, they gave him a new name. Getting ready to take another break to start up part 4 of this. So we're getting there. All right, now we got cats visiting. I've left my studio door open. And so everybody's going to come and visit. Do you love that sound?